The 1990, it was 96 Sonics versus the 2015-2016 Golden State Warriors. That was the year before. KD and them lost 3-1, and Draymond put in that call, and on July 4th, NBA history changed forever. Make sure you go check out that Basket Sprawl podcast. That's it's basically a 3-year retrospective look at Kevin Durant. So make sure you go check out Basket Sprawl, SoundCloud.com/Hoops and Brews. Shout out to Sam B. Shout out to Justin Moser, who's been on there. Frequent guest as well as Eli Horowitz, Coach Horowitz. He does PR for the LA Sparks. So shout out to him. Shout out to all of those. But 96 Sonics. That's a team where you got Kemp, you got Gary Payton, you got Agnew, you got McMillan.
Agnew.
I mean,
Vincent Askew.
I'm thinking
Deadlift Shrimp, Hersey Hawkins.
I don't know why I was thinking Agnew. I'm thinking, never mind. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Deadlift Shrimp, Hersey Hawkins, Big Sam Perk, Irvin Johnson, Nate McMillan, David Wingate, Eric Snow was even on that team. Look, I get this team a very good chance against the Warriors. I think this series is going 7. And in Game 7, it's a toss-up.
And the reason why we're talking about this is because we played this matchup on 2K.
I whooped your ass.
You didn't whoop my ass. You won by like 9 points. You didn't whip my ass.
Fine.
You didn't whoop my ass. Okay. You didn't whoop my ass. The first game we played, it was trash, but you won by 9 points.
Fair.
You literally won by 9. Stop.
That's fair.
Stop.
You're right.
The game was close,
Right.
and then you won the fourth quarter.
You're right.
Stop.
Which is how I think every game would turn out against that team.
It's not happening.
No, look.
GP was ripping up everything, but also 2K19, we played it the first night. It was not anywhere near what it's going to be that game was like you can't make a layup.
Yeah, I mean you can, but it's a little bit harder. I was like playing today. I got like a little bit better at it, but
still, it's not something that's intuitive. It's like a whole new skill you got to learn for.
You got to learn.
So it was one of the situations where literally I was shooting 30-some% from the field because I couldn't make anything at the rim. Braun wasn't even dunking on nobody. And last year's 2K, when Braun run to the rim, everybody get annihilated. Like you hit the button and he's annihilating somebody. Now you hit the button and a little shot meter come up and then he do some goofy layup. Bro, when Iggy did that layup on 2K, I wanted to, oh my God.
I did it reverse.
But that's the reason why we doing this. And basically, GP held Steph Curry to 18 points, I think, in that game. He was ripping them up. He was going crazy everywhere. Sean Kemp was giving Draymond Green hands. Klay Thompson was decent but didn't have a great game that game for me. And then Harrison Barnes was Harrison Barnes. And then obviously Bogut was out there and Iggy was Iggy. Iggy can't shoot. Iggy couldn't shoot. So honestly, I couldn't even leave Iggy on the floor at that point in time. Because Harrison Barnes was out there and because that Iggy couldn't shoot, when you would get down low on a block with those bigger guys from the 90s, there wasn't nothing he could do with them. I couldn't run a def line about that with him. He can't shoot. And also it's like, okay, fine, you switching everything, but the skills was way different back then. Like you was running plays and you kept switching out Steph Curry onto Sean Kemp. And it was a wrap.
And I was like just putting Gary in a post on Steph.
That actually didn't hurt me though. That didn't hurt me. The switches hurt me way more than that. And like even if you try to counter that with Iggy, you can't. You got to get Steph off the floor because Kemp is too big for Draymond, too big for Iggy. But you was hitting fadeaways, you was coming from the post with him, and you was dunking with alley-oops with him. If Iggy and Draymond can't hold down Sean Kemp, you in for a long night.
I think I think that this team would be in for a long
Draymond
night.
Draymond Green would hold down Sean Kemp.
Listen,
I just think I was trash that night. It was the first time we had both. It was the second game we both ever played a 2K19.
It's not just that. I think the deadlift strength thing is like, strength was out there giving you 20 and couldn't give you 20 from anywhere. Like Shrimp was out there shooting 40% from 3.
Yeah.
So if we're going to speed the game up and let Shrimp take more threes, I think we good. And also Hersey Hawkins in the playoffs in 96 shot 34%, and in the season he shot. What did he shoot from 3?
Yeah, but Shrimp in that. I mean, I'm sorry, but that lift in that series only averaged 16. Sean Kemp averaged 20. 20.9, and Gary Payton averaged 20.7.
He shot 38% in the season, but also
and even in that playoffs, Gary Payton was shooting 41% from the 3. Ironically, taking 4.8 a game.
He's not a bad shooter.
Deadlift Shrimp was taking 2.7 a game and was shooting 36.8%. Hershey Hawkins was taking. He was shooting 34%. Sam Perkins was shooting 36%. Nate McMillan shot 47.5% from three. And yeah, I mean, and that was kind of it in terms of they shooting.
Like, look, if we
and they also had 5 people in double figures.
Man, look, I don't think people give the '96 Sonics enough credit for being one of the best teams of all time. They're one of the best NBA, especially regular season teams ever. They just happened to win 65 games. The Bulls won 72. Like most years, people would have been raving over the Sonics. It's just it happened in the year the Bulls won 72 games. Also, the finals is a little bit closer than what people think it was. I know the Bulls went up 3-0, but that's the worst finals performance Michael Jordan ever had. He was out there shooting like 39% on Gary Payton. Once they switched GP on Mike, it got a little bit different. Scotty was also being held down a little bit too. I think people discount how good of a defense, or not discount, but don't know how good of a defense the Sonics actually had.
I mean, yeah, but still for that playoffs, Mike shot 40%
playoffs.
from
Look
three.
at the series.
Yeah, I mean,
the finals.
I know that was one of them because who's that dude on YouTube? That
Basketball Examine.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Basketball Examine. They made that video about why it was
Dennis Rodman won.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman should have won. But even still, like this Sonics team had 5 people in double figures, and that Bulls team only had 3. Michael Jordan with 30.7, Scottie Pippen with 16.9. Superstar, never a superstar.
Wow, bro.
Never a superstar.
Wow, bro. Okay.
Literally, is Klay Thompson a superstar?
No.
Exactly. Klay and Scotty, same conversation. Klay and Scotty, same conversation.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
I'm not getting up.
Klay and Scotty, same conversation. Yes, they are. 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 Scotty ain't never averaged 24.5 points in the playoffs.